Hello and welcome to my channel. Go ahead, hit the like, hit the share. This video, let's address some updates when it comes to this case against R. Kelly. Because there are some rumors circulating, but of course, being that I have never and never will try to proclaim to have any inside sources, I will only give you verified information. So, since the attack on R. Kelly, the only verifiable information that has come out for sure is that he is still in solitary confinement. If he has been moved out of there since the update to the news, I could not tell you that. But we're going to run with what the news has reported.
Attorneys for R. Kelly confirmed the singer is now in solitary confinement in a downtown federal prison after an altercation earlier this week. They say he was moved there for his own protection, not as punishment. The singer's lawyer says that Kelly was targeted by a fellow inmate at the Metropolitan Correctional Center. The R&B star is in federal lockup, awaiting multiple trials on dozens of sex crime charges.
Some people can keep going back and forth about why they feel like R. Kelly was attacked. As we can see, the people who hate R. Kelly are trying to spin the narrative that he even paid people to attack him. But at the end of the day, you have to recognize certain things. It's quite possible that this so-called peaceful protest that was had nothing to do with the attack. It's quite possible the fact that some of these so-called peaceful protesters even went making contact with these people trying to demand that they bring R. Kelly down for what they call a wellness check. But at the end of the day, anybody with common sense has to just sit back and look at how absurd this all sounds. The way some people are moving is hurting this man's case, and they're too either stupid or stubborn to recognize. If they were incarcerated, if they were facing these charges, they would not appreciate people out here doing certain things on their behalf, as I have stated from my observations. R. Kelly clearly didn't have many people around him that were in it for his best interests. So just imagine how it is to be associated with people who you don't even know doing things that you would not approve of. Check this out.
Who's in control? Ask me.
Who is in control? Who is in control?
Bring them downstairs. Bring them downstairs. Bring them downstairs. Bring them downstairs. Bring them downstairs.
Bring them downstairs.
Bring them down the wellness check.
Yeah. So keep that in mind.
Hi everybody, this is Bruce Kelly, Robert's oldest brother. Me and my entire family appreciate all the love and the support that you guys have been giving to my brother Robert. Robert asked me to ask you guys to please stop protesting in front of the MCC. Every time you guys protest in front of the MCC, there's danger for Robert. So we love and appreciate the love and support that you guys are giving. If you go to protest, please protest anywhere else in the city of Chicago other than the front of the MCC. If you love and you respect Robert, you would do as you're asking, as he's asking. to keep him away from any hurt, harm, or danger. Because every time you guys protest in front of the EMCC, the guys there, they get angry and they take it out on Robert. So, for me and the entire Kelly family, we're asking you, please, support him in another way, and this will help tremendously to keep him away from any hurt, harm, or danger. From the Kelly family and Robert, we appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
Now let's just say these people were doing what they thought was a good deed. Let's just say that. What more can you say when people are coming out making statements saying that these people can protest wherever they want, yet they want to keep insisting upon going to cause a disturbance where R. Kelly is being kept? They insist upon continuing to do things that reflect a negative light upon R. Kelly, and you cannot tell them anything different. Otherwise, you will be bashed and slandered all over this internet. Now, is it really fair to keep holding R. Kelly accountable for other people's actions? That has been the biggest thing that I've had to defend when I have conversations with people that I know, and that is his accountability. But how can you hold him accountable for situations in which he had no control over? Now, people feel like they're justified in even attacking this man's brother, who have made his statement and pleaded with these people to do what all they wanted to do outside of the prison area. Instead of taking heed to what he said, they felt like because they feel like he's not for R. Kelly, it gives them the right to disregard the common sense thing that he said, and not only that, go on to bash him. Now, it's been said that his brother is going to be interviewing with Tasha K, and I can't wait to see how that plays out, considering Bruce Kelly was around during that time frame in which one of these alleged Jane Does claimed to have met R. Kelly. So I'm just curious as to what he saw. While people are so quick to bash him right now, I want to know, for real, what does he know? But anyways, moving on, I want to show you something else in which I have observed, because people have tiptoed around the issues, and even I myself have tiptoed around the issues, because when you point out disturbing things that you see being done that negatively impacts R. Kelly, you have to face being bashed and ridiculed on the internet. So when I see comments and videos being posted by people who hate R. Kelly, speaking on the things that they're saying to this effect, you have to take notice. And then it becomes obvious these mind games people like to play. Because if they can control who you watch, who you see, who you talk to, then they can play mind fuck games on you as long as they want to, right? Just keep that in mind as you continue to follow this case with R. Kelly. And watch this last clip that I'm going to show you.
As far as him being released, I believe he could have been out a long time ago. Probably could have got out the first motion. But here's the deal with that. All of the fans are threatening everybody. I heard one of the victims got jumped on at the mall. I heard another victim almost got jumped on, but she got away. The fans are threatening everybody, the victims. They are harassing the victims. They are harassing the prosecutors, threatening the prosecutors. They are making false accusations towards the judges. All of that is just hurting R. Kelly real talk because it's witness intimidation. So R. Kelly is getting ready to do some Larry Hoover time real talk. He's getting ready to do some real deal Hoover time. So, you know, you got the thing.
Now, it's quite possible some of these people think they're helping. But I know by now some of you are seeing a pattern of people setting other people up for a big fall and then trying to walk away from the situation like they had no part in it. But at the end of the day, real recognize real. And I'm not going to sit here and break down none of the drama, none of the backstories, because some of you have been watching. And some of you that have been on this channel from the beginning of my journey recall me even stating at the beginning how fan groups attacked me for stating things like that I wasn't a fan. So I have personal first-hand experience to this harassment and all this bullshit that's going on negatively that is being reflected upon R. Kelly. So with that being said, I hope people recognize the deception. R. Kelly has a bond hearing in a couple days. Maybe my birthday on the 3rd will give him a little bit of luck. We'll see. But just pay attention to the things that you can do positively and proactively to help support this man. The same thing I've been saying from the beginning, and it doesn't take joining up with people who are disrespectful to push that point.
They striking everybody. Trent, I have much respect for you, brother, but I don't understand how Levi's in your chat the other day. I don't know where you going with your narrative. I wish you well on your journey. I have much respect for you, but if that's the journey you coming, I'm asking you to come in peace and leave these two brothers alone. Because we're going to fight this fight over here. I'm asking you not to join that shit show. Trent, you're a nigga from the streets. I mean, come on. We done had hundreds of conversations. That ain't your type of hype. And you don't need to have that look out on you like you trying to be another bozo. I know that's not your character. I know it's not. So with that being said, I said it from the beginning, we slaying demons. And if you hear the slay demons, we need all the questions y'all have in the chat. I gotta get back to work. This fight is for Robert Sylvester Kelly, and over here, these men have endured a lot of pain. So when you come in that chat and you're hearing this type of stuff, it ain't being messy. It's being getting information that we need. Because this whole time they've been throwing strikes at us, hurting people. They still trying to hurt people. They still trying to stop rallies. They see that everybody is coming together on one accord over here. Besides all their differences, and they coming at us, period. So we still need to be praying. We still need to be open-minded when we get this information about them. Bear with us. Get some questions out. Get your questions ready, because it sounds like Random may be ready to answer some questions for us over here in the Prize and Tail Steppers and Why YouTube family. So if y'all get some questions together, she ready to answer them. And I got one more question.
She go.
Random?
She had to go back to work.
Okay, well, okay. If she gone, that's fine. This is Child of God on the phone. Let me address this one more time. This beef that Dana, Randa, and Sylvia have going on, it has nothing to do with Davoski and DJ Tyson. They are on YouTube
Very helpful.
It's very helpful. And if anybody in this chat, of course, we're going to go back and rewatch it, evaluate it a little bit and break it down and send it to your brother DJ, where we can really dissect this thing right here, because it needs to be decided. We need to get to some of these facts in here. But DJ, I got to go to work. I love you, bro. I've been listening to you for almost 8 hours. Bye.
Damn. I've been on it 7. Bye. Yeah, when I get off, I'm going to be tired and the son of a gun, because I know I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. If I can be online from 6 to 1 o'clock, if I can be online this long, can you imagine how long I can fuck in the bedroom? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine how long I can get in some good pussy? I'm so stupid. Woo!
Just like last year when I made a simple suggestion of making donations to R. Kelly's commissary rather than spending a whole year crying about a defense fund. That went on deaf ears. So let me try to bring back something that I said that also went on deaf ears. There's this American Civil Liberties Union in Chicago. I don't know if anybody has tried this organization, but the biggest issue I have had sitting back watching all this bullshit is there are resources in Chicago for those people truly supporting R. Kelly. So even if they do find alternative methods in protesting for his freedom, they should just be open-minded and keep in fact that this man's life is on the line. The way you are responding to certain things can put his life at jeopardy. If you know this already, I don't understand why it would be so hard to comprehend the simple things even the lawyer has said. The lawyer has pointed out they have no objections to people protesting for R. Kelly, but just keep his safety in mind considering they have put this label on this man already. And now people are doing things to agitate the situation, knowing that if you've been to jail, it really don't take too much to provoke somebody to attack you. So to be doing things such as I have observed, it just seems like to me some people's motives are self-motivated. I hope a lot of you start to wake up. There's many other avenues to take to support R. Kelly. Some things are not meant to be on display. And if you truly support R. Kelly, just think about the things that you are posting and doing on his behalf that is going to be negatively viewed by others. History of allegations. If you took the second to research this history of abuse that these agitators like to talk about, you would begin to realize some interesting facts. Like, for example, to start it off, you can tell that this is a clear case of extortion. And if you look at the beginning, which would be Aaliyah, and look at the circumstances surrounding this alleged marriage, you will begin to question the very existence of this alleged marriage. If this alleged marriage took place, why was it necessary to produce false documents? And even more so, why is it acceptable to have the person who claims responsibility in allegedly bribing the people to get this action done? Why isn't this person being charged? Why is this person being given the platform to tell you about this illegal action? Anybody with eyes can see the clear deception and see the difference between this alleged certificate of marriage and a real marriage certificate. With that being said, from the beginning, this alleged marriage has been used as the clutch to always go with the narrative that R. Kelly likes underage, despite the fact that just as quick as you can say, why is this little girl singing about age ain't nothing but a number, why was she at 16 singing about if your girl only knew, and go down her whole playlist then? Go down any teenage pop star at that time's playlist and just think about the things that they were insinuating and the things they sung about. Yet, does that confirm that something funny was going on between that artist and whoever they were working with? What are the odds that the person sitting here telling y'all about this story of getting an underage girl married illegally is also manager to another alleged victim who comes out and who was more than likely possibly in a relationship with him, considering she's come out talking about this baby that wasn't R. Kelly's? You would be absolutely delusional to think that these people do not know each other and could not have come together to conspire this grand plot against this person. What are the odds that the man managing this person is also the uncle to an alleged victim and continues working with this man 5 years after the fact, meanwhile possibly doing a lot of shady business in the background? What are the odds that a friend of a friend couldn't get mad because their career didn't go as they expected? So they, just like others, went along with this plan to get money out of this celebrity. Considering the fact that this said person was a key witness in this case against R. Kelly in 2002 and was very all over the place with her testimony, it's safe to say that she's not going to be a credible witness in this case.
Stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. Y'all, I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career. Robert. 30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You killing me, man. This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly paused the interview to give Kelly a moment. His publicist helped calm him down.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're going to let the camera keep rolling.
This is not, doesn't even make sense. Why would I hold all these women? Their mothers and fathers told me, we're going to destroy your career.
But Kelly's emotions remained raw.
It's real girls out there missing. It's real young girls out there being abducted, being raped, okay? They really are on chains. They really do have chains on their wrists, and they can't get out.
Robert,
and they're ending up buried in debt.
Robert, we have to have a conversation. Really,
I
don't want you just ranting at the camera.
Well, I came here for them to hear me talk.
But
I need help.
What kind of help?
This is the kind of help I need.
Yes, what kind of help?
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart, because my heart is so big. People betray me, and I keep forgiving them.
You sound like you're playing the victim here. You sound like R. Kelly. You do. When I listen to you, it does sound like you're playing the victim
I'm just telling the truth. And the reason I'm emotional,
but Robert,
and I apologize for that, is because this is the first time I was able to say something. Yeah. I've said nothing.
Especially when you consider how many times the song and banana have been referenced in pop culture. I'd say there are a few out there that could top it in terms of recognizability. Oh, and speaking of pop culture references, I can't believe I'm just now realizing this, but holy shit, the Mandalorian dance from World of Warcraft is the peanut butter jelly time dance. I'm just now figuring this out. In conclusion, while what happened to the vocalist was indeed tragic, I think a lesser talk about
It's clear it was a rush to judgment in this case.